Hello, welcome to February. So, I said we would have a check in February of how we're doing on our New Year's resolutions. If you don't like calling it that, I totally understand. So, your vision board, your goals, your plans, things that you wanted to accomplish in the new year, things you wanted to maybe stop doing, or things that you wanted to add to your routine. I want to know, how is that going for you? And I'll update you a little bit on the road that I'm on, the path that I'm on, how I'm doing. So I finished writing an ebook for about internal family systems, about parts. It's parts work, right? And I use it daily. I really love internal family systems. It's been such a game changer for me. And so I wrote a little ebook about it, very short. It's a short ebook, like 6 short chapters, and I was going to have it free on my website. So I just finished the last chapter and I'm not done. So the plan for February is to read it through, edit it, fix anything that comes up, like maybe flow wise or what have you. Send it to be proofread. I'm going to send it to my dad. He's going to look at it. He'll send it back to me. I'll take what he says into consideration and maybe make some changes, because I'm sure he'll have some changes for me to make. And then I will figure out how to put it onto the website. So motivation starts off really like hot, right? And you're like, yeah, I'm going to do this. And you start working and planning on something. And then it's been a month that I'm working on this. And there was 2 points where motivation just kind of wanes a little bit. Momentum dips. And that's okay. It's actually supposed to do that at certain points. And how it did, in 2 ways it did that to me. And it was really tough. One was I started to fixate on how were people going to get this ebook if they wanted it. So I started looking into Gumroad, and I've bought like 2 ebooks off of Gumroad, and I just didn't like how that worked out for me. And so although that's a really good place to start, I don't think that it's a place for me to be, because I didn't like it. I didn't like my experience with it. The experience that I do like is when I put my email in and then it arrives in my email, and from there I open it. I like that. So there's automation that has to be involved, maybe a widget, or how would that work? How would I do that? And I couldn't focus on that because I didn't have anything yet. I needed to finish the ebook and then start thinking about that. Otherwise, I got sidetracked, and that's okay. Being sidetracked for a little while is all right. And what that did was just kind of like warm up the part of me that's going to be into tech problem solving mode. And now it's there. It knows what it needs to figure out. I know what I need to start figuring out. And I truly believe that once I start doing that, see the limitations, and start looking at what tools is going to help me at that time, that resources will show up. Resources will show up, and I'll be pointed towards the right path for that. And I'll experiment, and it'll be that season at that time. But this time was finishing the ebook, and I'm still not there. In February, that's the plan. Another way that I was kind of not derailed, but lost some focus, was I was wondering, what after this? What does this lead to? Why am I writing this? What is the bigger plan? What happens after? And I love synchronicity in life. I love those little moments. And I was trying to figure out what this led to. what's next? Why am I writing this? The why am I doing this? And it was just a fog. It felt like just fog in my head. It was nonverbal. I couldn't say, I couldn't ask any questions in there. It's just foggy. And I'm doing the 40-day ritual with Onami. We're at the last week. So exciting. At the last week, and a couple days ago, she said when you get to this point, it's like a fog and you don't know. It's like you're taking small steps right in front of the other and you can't see very far. At some point, the fog will lift, but the road will be so long. You see the road, but it's very long. And that can be exhilarating, and it could be scary because you're like, where is the end to this? Like, now I have to do something else and something else. Like, where is this path going to? And so I've been having a little bit of that. And I understand that the fogginess there's not a lot of clarity, and that clarity isn't right for right now. Right now is to finish this task, and then the road will be revealed, right? Some way, somehow. I just have to trust in that. And so that's February's plan. But it's not so clear cut because there are lives to be led here. Basically, I have, do you see that? I had this pinky going. I got to do taxes this month, home stuff. I have a family, regular old mundane life. I have school. I got to finish that up. I have papers to write. I'm just thinking of like all the things I have to do. And that's kind of in this next week, I know. And the month is it's a shorter month. So I know a lot of things though I can do in a day, like taxes, like my paper, maybe a couple days, maybe I only have a couple days. So take a couple days for that. And sometimes that feels weird because you want to get to whatever you're hot for, like, oh, I just want to proofread this and start editing it. And you got to do what's next. And that's fine. The fear can be, if I don't do it now, then I won't want to. But I trust that I'm going to want to. And maybe that I have to wait will make it even more exciting when I finally get there. So that's the plan for February. I'm going to see how this works out. I'd like to know how you're doing, and then we'll check in maybe mid-February or beginning of March. All right. Thank you so much. Talk to you later.